Nedra Tali. Nedra Tali Ross. The last surviving member of the iconic 1960s girl group the Ronettes, died on April 26th. She was 80. Raised in New York's Spanish Harlem, the trio composed of sisters Veronica Roni, Spector and Estelle Bennett and Tali Ross, their cousin, were known for their distinctive blend of pop, R&B, and rock and roll. Together with producer Phil Spector, they pioneered the dense, orchestral wall of sound, which marked a milestone in the development of modern pop music. They released a string of beloved classics, including Baby, I Love You, Breaking Up, Walking in the Rain, and their biggest hit, Be My Baby, which reached number 2 on the Billboard Pop Singles chart and is widely considered one of the greatest songs in pop history. After the Ronettes disbanded in 1967, Tali Ross performed as a solo artist, recording a contemporary Christian album, Full Circle, in 1978.
Bo Star, Yo Star, an actor best known for his role as Sheriff Ben Meeker within the Halloween film franchise, died April 24th of natural causes. He was 81. Star got his acting start playing various characters on the half-hour sketch comedy show Bizarre, which starred Bob Einstein and featured comedians like Howie Mandel. From there, Star went on to have small roles on series such as T.J. Hooker, Cagney and Lacey, Three's Company, Knight Rider, Remington Steele, The A-Team, MacGyver, and Night Court. He appeared in several films, including Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, 1988, and Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers, 1989. He was also cast in Martin Scorsese's 1990 classic Goodfellas and was known for his long-running role in the show Due South as L.T. Harding Welsh.
Daryl Sheets, who starred on over 160 episodes of the popular A&E reality series Storage Wars, died on April 22nd. He was 67. A native Californian, Sheets regularly appeared as a buyer, often accompanied by his son, Brandon, across the first 15 seasons of Storage Wars. He earned the nickname The Gambler for his high-risk approach to bidding and possessed rare items in his collection, from original works by Picasso to a letter from President Abraham Lincoln.
Alan Osmond. Alan Osmond, the oldest member of the Osmond supergroup and brother of Donny Osmond and Marie Osmond, died at age 76 on April 21st after decades with multiple sclerosis. His wife of 51 years, Suzanne Pinagar Osmond, and their 8 sons were by his side when he died. Per CBS affiliate KUTV. A songwriter and performer, Alan helped to pen some of the biggest Osmond Brothers hits, including One Bad Apple, Crazy Horses, and Are You Up There? He additionally helped to establish the Children's Miracle Network Telethon, which the Salt Lake City Tribune reported as having raised $2 billion for children's hospitals in the United States.
Tony Wilson, the musician known for his work with the British soul band Hot Chocolate, died April 24th at 89. Born in Trinidad and Tobago, Wilson moved to the UK in his 20s and linked up with Errol Brown. Together, they would write Hot Chocolate's biggest hits, including Love is Life, You Could Have Been a Lady, Emma, and Brother Louie. Their most iconic track, 1975's You Sexy Thing, peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and was memorably used in the films Boogie Nights and The Full Monty. Dylan Carter, a musician and contestant on season 24 of The Voice, died on April 25th in a car crash in South Carolina. He was 24. During his audition on the NBC reality competition show, he earned a chair turn and emotional responses from judges Reba McEntire, Niall Horan, John Legend, and Gwen Stefani while singing Whitney Houston's I Look to You. McEntire told him, "So much emotion, and I saw it and I felt it when you were singing."
Roger Sweet. the toy designer credited with He-Man and the Masters of the Universe toy line, died at 91 on April 28. Sweet was previously diagnosed with dementia and moved into a memory care facility earlier this year. Born in 1935, Sweet studied at Institute of Design before becoming a lead designer at Mattel's preliminary design department in the 1970s. The company launched He-Man in 1981, inspiring a line of comics, animated shows, and live-action movies. Sweet chronicled the creation of He-Man in his 2005 book, Mastering the Universe. Dylan Carter, a young musician who competed on the 24th season of The Voice, died in a car accident on April 26. He was 24. Carter was 20 when he took the stage for The Voice Season 24, making a memorable TV debut when his blind audition earned him a 4-chair turn from judges Reba McEntire, Niall Horan, John Legend, and Gwen Stefani. He sang Whitney Houston's I Look to You, which he later explained had a very special meaning because it was in tribute to his mother, who had died the year prior. Carter ultimately selected McEntire as his mentor and ended his run on the NBC competition series weeks later in the battle rounds. After The Voice, he continued performing in the Low Country area and supported the local Drift Cream Voice, a nonprofit he was a co-founder of that provides care to women fighting breast cancer by taking part in benefit events. Gary Conway, the comic book writer who created Fear and Loathing, Marvel superheroes like The Punisher and DC characters like Firestorm, died at 73 on April 27th. Conway wrote a key role on The Amazing Spider-Man comic series in the 1970s that included the death of Gwen Stacy and the introduction of the Jackal, and he served as editor-in-chief of Marvel for a brief period in 1976. Conway's comics for DC also introduced characters like Terry, Power Girl, Jason Todd, Killer Croc, and Vixen. Conway worked as a screenwriter as well on movies such as Fire and Ice and Conan the Destroyer. His TV credits included Law and Order, Criminal Intent, Matlock, and Diagnosis Murder.
Alex Ligertwood. Scottish musician Alex Ligertwood, best known for providing lead vocals for Santana over several decades, died on May 1st at his Santa Monica, California home. He was 79. Ligertwood served as Santana's lead singer on and off between 1979 and 1994, featuring on albums such as Marathon and Z-Bop. He sang on tracks like You Know That I Love You, Winning, Hold On, and Say It Again, and co-wrote songs like Somewhere in Heaven, Brightest Star, and Make Somebody Happy. Born in Drumchapel, Glasgow, he also performed with other groups, including German tribute band The Magic of Santana, as well as Senate, the Jeff Beck Group, and the Average White Band. In 2019, Ligertwood released a solo album, Outside the Box. He performed his final show just 2 weeks before his death.
Gwen Farrell Adair. Best known for her credits on MAS Saint, actress Gwen Farrell Adair died of natural causes at age 94 on April 30th in Sherman Oaks, California. Adair made her screen debut in the second episode of Amish in 1972, playing an uncredited nurse. She went on to appear in more than a dozen episodes in the medical dramedies first season and was later credited as Nurse Butler, Nurse Wilson, L.T. Baker, Nurse Abel, Nurse Gwen, and an anesthetist across 7 more of the show's 11 seasons. She made her film debut in 1972 in the blaxploitation movie Black Gun, and went on to appear in small roles in films like Girgit Shodanadici, The Towering Inferno, Coffee, Soil and Green, Earthquake, and Billy Jack Goes to Washington. Adair switched up her career in 1980 when she entered the boxing world as a referee. 1980 when she entered the boxing world as a referee.
Davida Yankoe. Country music singer David Allan Coe. Known for hits like the Ride and You Never Even Called Me by My Name. Died on April 29th. He was 86. Coe was part of country's outlaw movement, releasing renegade singles that pushed societal buttons. He was often criticized for using racist slurs in his earlier music, which he later attempted to distance himself from. Coe also wrote material for other artists, including Johnny Paycheck's hit Take This Job and Shove It.
Jonathan Tiersten. Actor Jonathan Tiersten, known for his role in the cult favorite slasher movie, Sleepaway Camp, died at 60. It was announced on May 5th. Born in 1965 in Queens, NY, Tiersten started his film and television career as a teenager in the 1980s, first with an uncredited bit part on the soap opera Another World. Following his role in Sleepaway Camp, he made just 2 television guest appearances before largely retiring from acting. After coming back to the screen for Return to Sleepaway Camp in 2008, he became a B-movie horror staple, with credits including The House That Wept Blood and Last, American Horror Show Volume 2. Jake Hall. The Only Way is Essex star Jake Hall died at 35 following an accident in Majorca, Spain. On May 6th, Hall joined the cast of the popular British reality series in 2015, where he dated and later broke up with his fellow co-star Chloe Lewis. He is survived by his daughter, River, whom he shared with his ex Missa Bikiri.